Okay, today I thought we'd go over quickly quarterly servicing of the indoor sculler, show you how to do it, okay? You need a 13mm spanner to undo the central nut, preferably on the underside. So we've taken the front cover off, of course. We then give a sharp tap to the central nut. Don't take that nut off, very important, okay, until we've loosened the flywheel. Sharp, just gently pull on the flywheel vane. Now so we can get the spanner again. Get the last bit off. Now I can undo that, take the nut, the two washers, the flywheel, and just gently lay them to one side. Okay, at each end of the machine, under the feet, we've got a pair of axles. And inside, behind the flywheel, is a pair of axles. The top axle at this end is adjustable. The bottom axle under the feet is the adjustable axle. The other two axles here, just on the top and on the bottom of the flywheel pair, are fixed axles. The nut is central. It's in tight with Loctite. It'll probably never come loose, but you should check it every time you check the machine. Do your servicing, okay? So you need your 4mm Allen key, just a nice little tight. Just check that nut is always tight. For the adjustable axle gives you the ability to adjust so that there's no laxity on the machine. This is a new machine, so there's still a little bit of movement there, and particularly at this end. If you hear that, you know that adjustable axle is not right, okay? So to adjust, these axles have a 1mm offset, so there's a 1mm variation we can do on the tension. You reach underneath, hold the axles, and this one's actually fairly well adjusted, to be honest, but I just tighten that until I feel that those bottom bearings hold on the bar. I can trap them and slide, that's okay, but they're holding on the bar. So I hold that there, reach around to the other side, and I'll tighten back onto that position. So this one is held, I just tighten them there, and now I've got a perfectly adjusting axle, so there's no laxity there. Then to do that at this end, the one crucial trick to remember is that you need then two 10mm spanners. You'd undo the bolts, not undo totally, but just loosen the nuts that are holding the foot plates, because they act as an extra clamp on the frame. So undo those first, and then do the exact same thing where we adjust. And in this case, we've got that movement here. So we just tighten this lower one, and I'll feel that come down, beautiful. And now I've lost that, there's no bump. There's no movement allowable. So I've adjusted that one on. I reach around onto this side, tighten back, and then tighten both. They have a special washer underneath. It's very important there's a washer underneath that nut, that little bolt, the button bolt, that holds the, it's very strong, it holds the axle in place. Now, assuming that you were doing this on an older machine that was already being in use, you would have to undo these nuts first before doing the adjustment. Don't worry about undoing the non-adjustable axle, only the adjustable axle. So this one and this one, we'd undo them first and then give it time to adjust. So after we've done that, we then tighten back up our foot bolts. So the foot plates are held on nice and strongly. That's really lovely, solid, smooth adjustment. If it was a bit tight, you can always undo, readjust. Once you've done it a couple of times, you'll be an expert. The one thing I wanted to point out is that all the changes we've made on these machines to this date, and my aim is to always make them retrofittable. My idea is that You buy one of these once, and if there's ever an improvement or a change or anything that wears over time, you'll have the same part to replace it with, or an improved part. So for instance, this old machine over here is one of the first 50 machines we ever made. It has on it the same outer cover, the newer outer cover. It has a new flywheel and a new shaft. It has the shorter monitor arm. It's basically a new machine even though it's 5 years old. So that's one of our old demonstrators, but it's as good as new, and it has all the parts that have been changed or improved since the original model. So that's something that I've always committed to do, and I'll do for as long as I possibly can. So that's servicing. If you've got any questions, we'll have downloadable versions on the website, and they're in the instruction book as well. Okay, thanks guys.